In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and run a design of experiment study in Simcenter HEEDS using Simcenter FlowVFD. For this, I'm using Simcenter FlowVFD design of experiments tutorial, as you can see on the screen. So here, to set up a new design of experiment study, I will just click here, New, and from the type, I will just select External Optimizer. I'm going to start with selecting my three geometry parameters. These are the angles of the valves in this geometry. So the first one, the second one, and the third one. Okay, and here these values, the angle values, are between 30 to 60 degrees as in the tutorial. Okay. And then I'm going to select my output parameters. These are the mass flow rates in all three branches, which I would like to have equal, and the total pressure loss. I'm also going to add a cut plot to see my flow field. And I don't want to save my results. I would like to use 16 cores on this machine for each simulation run, and I'm going to use 4 simultaneous simulation runs. Okay, and then I can click OK, save my simulation file and open again to export my task file. Okay. Now I'm switching to Simcenter HEEDS. Before starting to set up the design of experiment study in Simcenter HEEDS, what we need to check is if the executable for Simcenter FlowVFD is set up correctly. For this, under File Options, we will go to Analysis Portals, and here under Simcenter FlowVFD, we will check this Solver Install Executable. I'm using in this case Simcenter FlowVFD 2312, and here I need to put here the executable NGP parametric study starter point exe. And after that, I can just delete the default and select Simcenter FlowVFD for the run. The first thing what I can do here is to read my task file, which I have generated in Simcenter FlowVFD. And then I can auto tag my input and output parameters. So the 3 geometric input parameters and the 4 output parameters for the simulation run. I would like to run a design of experiment study. Here I'm going to select full factorial, which means that I'm going to variate each geometric parameter with its minimum and maximum, which I have already defined as Simcenter FlowVFD. And the responses I can see also here. Now I'm going to save my Simcenter HEEDS project, just like test. And what I would like to also change here under FlowVFD execution, I would like to run 4 simultaneous simulations. And in this case, I can run my simulation. So the first 4 simulations are started. If I switch to Simcenter FlowVFD, as you can see, the 4 design points are already defined and the simulations are running. So the first 4 simulations are already finished, so we are waiting for the last 4 simulations. So now all the 8 simulations are finished. If I switch to design details, here I can just switch through my designs and see my flow fields and the output values of the output parameters to see the details of my designs. That was the workflow for a design of experiments study in Simcenter HEEDS using Simcenter FLOEFD. Using a similar workflow, you can also use advanced optimization capabilities of Simcenter HEEDS with Simcenter FLOEFD.